This is and this should be a wake-up call for all leaders. We will never forget our motto, our mission, impact on humanity. We need always to give back. Why we need to give back? Because the world deserves prosperity. And this is why we say that we need to find all together the key for prosperity. And I think we found them.
I'm joined here right now by Mr. Richard Attias. Richard, welcome and congratulations for an incredible FII9.
Thank you very much, Anna, for being with us always.
We're here now at the very last moments of FII9. There were more than 9,000 delegates, more than 20 heads of state. What would you like them to bring back home from these past few days?
I will quote what the audience said at the closing session. I took a little bit by surprise our guests, and I asked one question. Are you leaving here more optimistic or more pessimistic? All the audience, except one person, raised their hand to say optimism. So this is, for me, the best achievement. If FII9 was able to contribute to bring optimism, to bring hope, in a moment where the world is quite fragmented, I think we have accomplished a great mission. But even better, I was having a panel with 5 journalists, great anchors representing the top media channels in the world. All of them had the same question. They answered optimism. So this is what I'm keeping. We started with prosperity and we're ending with optimism.
Tell me about prosperity. Why did you choose this to be the central theme of FII9?
Listen, for years after years, the previous 8 editions of FII were really creating the narrative on what is happening in our world. We started with a big shift from East to West, and last year we spoke about the infinite horizon because we knew that many opportunities exist. We just have to take them. We don't have to miss them. And the year before it was a new compass because we're living in a new global world, a new global even order, and people need a new compass to know how to navigate. So this year we decided that whatever will be the opportunities, whatever will be the investment, whatever will be the initiative, we need always to give back. Why we need to give back? Because the world deserves prosperity. And prosperity is not just about money. Prosperity is about dignity. Prosperity is about access to education, access to healthcare. It's just to have a decent life. And this is why we say that we need to find all together the key for prosperity. And I think we found them.
I must say, for an investment conference, I found something quite surprising and unusual. You started with humanity. His Excellency said in his speech, unlocking prosperity for everyone, not just for the chosen few. And you ended with humanity, with this absolutely incredible session with a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Yeah, you know, we will never forget our motto, our mission, impact on humanity. And investment is just a tool. It's just a tool to create jobs, to create new opportunities, to diversify the economy of countries, to build partnerships, to brand a nation, to also, I would say, attract foreign direct investment. So all of this is connected, but at the end of the day, for what? Not to make more money, or not to have only great return of investment, is to impact the societies, is to really build inclusive growth. This is our main mission.
Let's go to the FII Priority Compass that has just been published. Some findings, I must say, were quite surprising again. Only 37% of people believe the world is heading to the right direction. What are their main concerns?
In fact, when you conduct this amazing global survey that we are doing every year for the FII Priority Compass, which is in fact an index, we are discovering every year after year for the past 4 years that the priority number 1 is cost of living. This is and this should be a wake-up call for all leaders, including private sector, because we need to share the prosperity, we need to share the profit, we need to re-inject in the societies whatever profit we make. This is what His Excellency Yasser Rumayyan, our chairman, says, invest with purpose. Absolutely crucial. This is what Vision 2030 is about, the vision of the Crown Prince, to see how to build a prosperous society, a vibrant society, And by the way, it is one of the main themes of the Expo 2030 in the horizon in the next 5 years. So we started with prosperity because this is a strong message, but we want people to bring back home. Every morning, we need to wake up and to say, what can I do to bring prosperity to my people, to my colleagues, to my family, to my friends? And it's not just about money, as I just said. And yes, we ended with hope because we see too many people pessimistic with no visibility, no vision. But at the end of the day, they know where they want to go. This is why in our index we see the big majority of people who are very, I would say, happy or confident in the direction they are taking themselves.
Personally.
But they are not confident on the direction their country or the world is taking. So we need to reconnect the citizen with the leaders. This is absolutely crucial. Or we will have a big threat, which was mentioned in the report, social revolutions. When you see a disconnection between political leaders and civil societies, it's not good for anyone. So we need to replug. Investment should be a catalyst, a bridge to see how a public-private partnership could be built, and also how we can rebuild trust. Trust between people, trust between communities, trust between citizens and leaders.
Should this be a wake-up call to political leaders?
Absolutely. It has to be a wake-up call. It has to be a call from Riyadh, a country which, by the way, in this index, in total objectivity, had amazing, amazing results. 88% of the people of Saudi Arabia are happy with what they do, with what their country do, with what is happening in this amazing transformation of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which is becoming now a role model. And everyone who came to Riyadh mentioned it. They made this statement coming from all the world, because you understand this country only when you touch it.
And personally, why do you think that is so? You know so many Saudis, you're spending a lot of time here. Why are they happier than the rest of the world?
Because, number one, they see that what is said is happening. You know, I will just quote His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, what he said the first year of FII. He said to your colleague, Maria Bartiromo from Fox News, he said, this country is for dreamers who are doers. Yes, you need to dream big. You need to have ambition. You need to have plan. You need to have dreams, to repeat, but you need to do. So you need to implement. And this is what is happening here. So when people see tangible results every day, every month, they are extremely confident because they see that there is a direction, there is a cap, and there is definitely a vision which is implemented. You know, vision doesn't mean anything unless you have execution. And this is what is happening here. You have the vision, the strategy, and you have the execution.
Richard, we all know you as the driving force of the FII Institute, and everyone here is always looking for Richard. But I hope you don't mind me asking, what is your life outside of the FII Institute? You
know, we are extremely privileged with my wife, with our colleagues, to be trusted by leaders for years. So this is why what we do outside of FII, we advise humbly leaders who trust you. In which capacity we help leaders to, in fact, diversify their economy. Because when you diversify your economy, you can attract foreign direct investment. When you attract foreign direct investment, you brand your nation and you make happy citizens. And all of this is what? Building your legacy. So back to your question, we try humbly to help leaders to build their legacy. So it is again about impact. Always impact. I think each single citizen of the world should wake up every morning asking himself or herself, what am I doing today to have an impact? Thank you very much, Richard, and see you in Tokyo. Thank you for having me. Absolutely, looking forward.